Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all, students? I hope everyone is safe at home. Children, do you all help your parents when you are at home or your friends when you are at school? Yes or no? Yes, you should, because helping others make you feel happy and content, and everyone around you start loving you. So, your English teacher is here with lesson 4, Mr. Turnabout. I want you all to open your banyan tree book, page number 26. Take out your pencils to underline some of the important words. Using your index finger, follow as I read out the lesson. Mr. Turnabout. Mr. Turnabout was a fine person. Underline the word person. He was poor but very helpful. Underline helpful. He was always doing good to people. He seemed to spend all his time doing good things for others. Underline spend. Mr. Turnabout was a happy man. Underline Mr. Turnabout and happy. Underline both the word. He had many friends. Underline friends. Billy Smith, the little boy next door, was his friend. Underline Billy Smith. Billy always thanked the kind gentleman whenever he helped him. Underline thanked, gentleman, helped. 3 words in this sentence. Billy always thanked, underline thanked, the kind gentleman, underline gentleman, whenever he helped him, underline helped. Now go to the next paragraph. Mr. Turnabout would always say, "Don't thank me for the good I have done for you. Just pass it on. Just pass it on." That was a strange thing to say to someone. Underline strange. Billy did not know what it meant. Underline meant. The past tense of mean is meant. Underline meant. One day, he decided to ask Mr. Turnabout. Underline decided. Why do you tell people to pass on your good deeds? It's a question. See, there is a question mark. Why do you tell people to pass on your good deeds? Underline deeds. Mr. Turnabout said, "This world would be a very happy place if we pass on good deeds. Then people would all be friendly and happy. Wouldn't that be wonderful, Billy?" Billy had to agree with Mr. Turnabout. Underline the word agree. Students, do you all agree with Mr. Turnabout? See, Mr. Turnabout is a very good person or a very nice person who loves helping people. He spends most of his time helping people, and he has many friends because he loves helping. So all or everyone around him are his friends, and one of his friend is Billy Smith. He is a person living next door to Mr. Turnabout. He is his neighbor. So Billy Smith also loves Mr. Turnabout. And whenever Mr. Turnabout used to help Billy Smith, he used to thank Mr. Turnabout, and Mr. Turnabout used to say not to thank him. So this boy was very confused. Why doesn't he take the thanks, or he doesn't reply welcome? He always says, "Don't thank me, just pass it on. Just pass it on." He was very confused. What does this word or this phrase means, just pass it on? So one day he decided that I will ask Mr. Turnabout, what do you mean by just pass it on? So he goes near Mr. Turnabout and he will ask Mr. Turnabout, what do you mean by just pass it on? Whenever I thank you, you always tell me to just pass it on. So Mr. Turnabout explains, whenever I help you, I don't want you to thank me. Instead, you just pass on that good deed to someone else. Just imagine if I do a good thing to you, you pass on it to someone else will pass it to someone else. Just imagine the whole world will be helping each other and everyone in the world will be very happy. We need to help each other and we need to pass on all our good deeds. So when Mr. Turnabout told this to Billy Smith, he thought about it. Then he agreed that what Mr. Turnabout is saying is true. If we go on helping each other, obviously everyone will be very happy. Here I have got some of the words for you. Just read out along with me. Mr. Turnabout. Spend, friends, Billy Smith, thanked, gentleman, helped, strange, meant, decided, deeds, would, wonderful, agree. Here we have some of the words which are used in the past tense form. For example, thanked. This is the past tense of thank. And here we have helped. Past tense of help is helped. And we have meant. Mean. The past tense of mean is meant. Decided. Past tense of decide is decided. And past tense of will is would. I hope you all have understood the lesson and just go through these words, practice and be thorough with the spellings. Jazakumullahu khaira.